fui durmiendo de a poco. El calorcito, el arrugo, el pecho plano y calmado, pedía un sueño a la vida, llenita de notas flotantes, y el amor cual viajante creaba un baile tan vivo de luciérnagas y tango en él, tararararara. Fui quedando dormida hasta que tú aparecías, intentando otra danza que ni tú la veías. Mi vida, mi vida, mi vida, quédate y tú de entrada y salida, mi vida, mi vida, mi vida, soy yo, y el tango creció con su tararararara.
Yeah, the music of Paula Monsalve, beautiful voice, and a recording called Sueños, which I believe means dreaming, and I think we're kind of in a dream here now. This is Jim Walsh in the Wapahani Studios, and I'm dreaming that Paula's in the studio with me. Can it be true? Let me turn up the dreaming machine. Good day, Paula.
Good morning, Jim. And I'm dreaming too, believe me.
Well, this is
because
fun.
This is such a gift and a pleasure to be here with you and to be able to share the music, my soul, with all your friends from the radio station. So I'm thrilled. Thank you, Jim, for the invitation.
Well, we are thrilled to have you here, and we are so excited that you brought some of your music on CDs that we can add to our library, and also listen to some while you're visiting us here in the studio.
Yes, of course.
Did you,
yes.
Now, we'll talk about your history and your background and your music and everything, but tell us a little, first of all, about the song we just heard, Sueños.
Okay, Sueños is a song that I wrote. This is my latest album that I recorded 3 years ago in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with incredible musicians from Argentina. I have a great producer, Diego Clemente, who was in charge of the whole production, and all the songs, I wrote all the songs. I have never written anything before, even I've been singing for more than 30 years. Because maybe I didn't pay attention before, but after my mother passing 8 years ago, this pain and this stage of missing her so much, it was really translated into love. For all these songs that we are going to be listening.
Yeah, you're originally from Chile.
I'm from Chile.
So was your mom living in Chile?
Yes.
Yeah. Santiago?
No, in a little town called Linares. It's about 3 hours and a half driving from Santiago.
Okay.
In the central part of Chile.
And did tell us about Sueños. Can you give us a little more of the English translation of the lyrics?
Yes. It's these images came to me that I was dreaming about this person who was appearing and disappearing, and actually was a person that I love, of course. And I was telling him to recognize me in the dream, that it was me actually there, and I was inviting him to dance this tango. Okay, it was the images of two lovers dancing the tango. And I translate these images to Diego, and I said, I want this to be like a tango, but I want to have the da-da-da-da-da-da, which is kind of a typical musically descendancy for a tango. Okay, so he picked it up from exactly what I said. I want da-da-da-da-da-da to be there,
Yeah.
And he really got the idea very, very, very clear. But it's a dream.
Do you tango?
It's very hard, but I try.
You try, okay.
But to dance tango, you got to be very, very, very Argentinian to start with, and then with a lot of love for dancing, because it's a very difficult dance.
What are some of the typical dances in Chile?
In Chile, we have the cueca, Cueca. Cueca is our traditional dance.
Is it similar to tango?
No. It's not. You dance separated from your partner, and you dance with a handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
And it has a rhythm.
Yeah, we're very different from the tango.
Very different from the tango, and the idea is the chicken, the rooster, the rooster and the wife of the rooster, kind of how they flirt with each other.
Yeah.
That's the cueca.
Oh, okay.
It's the flirting. It's the flirting with the guy, so you get closer and then you get separated, and then he kind of attacks you, and then he turns back to you. It's very, very cute. It's difficult.
Kind of like how I met my wife. There, no, just kidding. We want to hear you sing a little bit too, a cappella. I'm not going to ask for a long piece from you because we don't have any musicians in here, but you've got a beautiful voice. But let's hear a track from your album Concert.
Yeah, concert. It was after a great invitation that I have to perform for the first time with the Richmond Symphony Orchestra.
Richmond, Indiana,
who at that time the conductor was Thomas Elephant, and who actually was born in Chile and lived in Chile till he was 11 years old. So when he listened an old Latin American cassette that I had recorded in the 80s, he kind of wanted to meet me because he fell in love. He said that the music brought a lot of sentimental ideas to his soul, and eventually we did a concert with the Richmond Symphony together. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was very successful. Then they invited me next year to do another concert with a different conductor because Mr. Elephant was leaving for Israel at that time. And it was really clear that we have to record all the songs that I performed with the symphony orchestra.
Okay. And what are we going to hear? Te amare?
Te amare.
Te amare,
Okay.
Which means
concert,
I love you?
I will love you.
I will love you.
Yeah, I will tell you this. The concert actually starts with an ensemble, okay? It's the piano and a group of musicians. So what we're going to listen, Te amare, is with an ensemble, not with the full orchestra. Later on, we're going to listen the whole orchestra.
te amaré, aunque tenga final. Te amaré en lo profundo, te amaré como tengo que amar. Te amaré como pueda, te amaré aunque no sea la paz. Te amaré lo que queda, te amaré cuando acabe de amar. Te amaré si estoy muerta, te amaré el día siguiente, además, te amaré como siento, te amaré con adiós, con jamás. Te amaré junto al viento, te amaré como único ser, te amaré hasta el fin de los tiempos, te amaré.
So were you born with that beautiful voice?
I think so, Jim.
You say you didn't have any official training as such. Voice training.
I grew up in this very musical family. My father, in my father's side of the family, I have an aunt who was a piano concertist, and my grandfather, my mother's father, from Spain, he was a dancer and a singer also. And then my grandfather, from my father's side, he was an spontaneous poet.
A what?
A spontaneous poet.
Spontaneous.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Which is called paya.
So what do you
paya?
Come into the house and say,
let's
"You're
say
looking
today
good.
I can
wish
say,
I had some food." No.
Here I'm happy with Jim in this very minute.
Wow.
There's nobody better than Jim on this station. You know,
I think you've got a little bit of that too.
Bring it up, you know.
Yeah.
So the creativity really comes from both part of the family.
Okay.
My father, my older brother, I have two brothers.
Is
one
your dad
younger
still
and
alive?
older. No, they are both deceased.
Okay.
Yeah. But the story goes like this. My older brother saw in Santiago with my mother in a window music store an accordion, and he was 4 years old. And he did such a fit right there. Mom, I want that accordion.
Wow.
So she got it.
Is it a full-size big accordion?
No, it was a little for a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And then, you know, while he was growing, he was getting a bigger and bigger accordion.
He stayed with it.
But my mother's name was Marta. And there's a beautiful melody. Marta, capullito de rosas. You know, it's a beautiful melody. He picked it up by himself.
Wow.
Ta-da, ta-da-dee-dee-da-dee-da, ta-da, ta-da-dee-dee-da-da. You know, that was the beginning of the music in my home.
Okay.
Yeah. Then my brother...
Now, is that the brother that played piano?
No,
last
that's
piece?
the oldest brother
Okay.
who played the accordion.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have two. One older and one younger.
Just two brothers?
Two brothers.
Okay.
My father bring this guitar when I was 7 or 8 years old. He said, I'm going to try to play the guitar. Well, his fingers were so fat that he was going all the strings. So I said, Daddy, give me the guitar.
Yeah,
Let me give it a try. And I fell in love with the guitar.
Okay.
And I had guitar lessons with a wonderful folk teacher from Linares, Adriana Zamora, a very dear mentor to me. And she taught me a lot of Latin American songs. And then the piano came to my house, and my two brothers picked it up by themselves.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
All by ear. All by ear,
Are both of them
Jim.
still playing piano?
Yes, both of them. My youngest is a professional pianist, and he was actually playing the piano in this song that we already listened, Te Amaré.
Te Amaré.
Yeah.
So you were born in this
In Linares.
in Chile,
Yeah.
and you emigrated to the States when?
Well, I can tell you that I went to college, but I never finished. I was going to be an English teacher because my mother wanted me to be an English teacher.
What college were?
In Universidad de Chile,
Okay.
in Santiago, in Chillán. It's a southern town from Linares.
Okay.
So when I was 23, it was a time when I said, I need to find my own journey. And I was able to leave. I left to Spain.
Oh, you went to
And-
Spain.
Yeah, and
Okay.
everybody thought, my mother thought that I needed to go to a psychology and talk out my problems.
Yeah.
But I said, Mom, I don't need a psychology. I just need to be on my own.
Yeah.
And I know that I want to sing. I know singing is what I need to do. That's my
Okay.
goal.
And so what age were you when you left for
I was
Spain?
23.
23,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So I left to Madrid with a friend, and I was rehearsing one day in my hostal, and this guy listened to me outside of the door and knocked the door and said, "Hey, you should be singing with this Venezuelan friend that is visiting, recording an album, and I would love to put you together." So
Well,
he did.
Stroke of luck there.
So
Yeah.
after 5 days I was in Madrid, I was singing in this disco place with this Venezuelan guy doing a duet.
Really?
Yes.
5
and
days.
we were doing this Venezuelan campesina, campesina, guachi, guachirio, music that I never did before
Yeah.
because Venezuelan music is very Caribbean, you know?
Very what?
Caribbean. It has a lot of rhythm.
Okay.
Okay. And then we did a song, I remember, When You're Down on Trouble, Carole King, you know,
Yeah,
and there is
yeah.
a part that the two harmonies go, you know, when you're down, you know, it went really, really well, very successful. And then I started playing on my own, playing the guitar, which is very minimal what I do, but I just
Right.
accompany myself
Sure.
in different pubs in Madrid. That was the beginning of my singing career.
And how long were you in Madrid?
I was there 2 years,
Okay.
traveling around Europe and
Wow.
singing everywhere.
What a treat.
Everywhere
And
that
you're in
it
your
was.
mid-20s.
My mid-20s, it was the life that I really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was incredible. And then I went back to Chile, and I lived in Chile for a couple of years. I met my ex-husband, who was from Fairmount, Indiana. Fell in love
Wait,
totally.
you met him down in Chile?
In Chile, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a very loving person. I fall in love with love. So I moved here to Fairmount, Indiana.
And what
At
year-
that point, I have 2 albums at that point.
When was that? When did you move to Fairmount?
In 1984.
Okay.
It's going to be almost 30 years ago, Jim.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so I live in a country. I have 2 wonderful boys, 28, Luther, and 24, Gabriel. And that was the beginning of my family life, which was absolutely good, very good.
So, so you go back to Chile. You've gone back.
I go
now
back
then.
very often now
Yeah.
because I want to. I started some projects in Chile. I'm recording my number 9, my album number 9
Wow.
right now, and it's moving well. There's some people that remember me from the 80s. You know,
Are some of the songs on there yours?
the one that I'm recording now.
The number 9 album?
All of them are mine.
Oh, wow.
In English and Spanish. So I
okay.
would love to bring you that album when it's
Oh,
done,
do,
Jim.
do. Let's hear another track from Concierto.
Gracias a la vida. It means thanks for life.
Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio 2 luceros que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco, y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado, y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el oído que en todo su ancho graba noche y día, grillos y canarios, martillos, turbinas, ladridos, chubascos y la voz tan tierna de mi bien amado. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el sonido y el abecedario, con él las palabras que pienso y declaro, madre, amigo, hermano y luz alumbrando la ruta del alma del que estoy amando. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la marcha de mis pies cansados, con ellos anduve ciudades y charcos, playas y desiertos, montañas y llanos, y la casa tuya, tu calle y tu patio. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio el corazón que agita su marco cuando miro el fruto del cerebro humano, cuando miro al bueno tan lejos del malo, cuando miro el fondo de tus ojos claros. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la risa y me ha dado el llanto, así yo distingo dicha de quebranto, los dos materiales que forman mi canto y el canto de ustedes, que es el mismo canto, y el canto de todos, que es mi propio canto. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto.
Is that Thanks for the Life?
Thanks for Life.
Thanks for Life.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
beautiful. Yeah, and who wrote that?
Written by Violeta Parra. Violeta Parra was one of the biggest, I should say, composer of Latin American music. She wrote hundreds of songs, and she has this incredible view of how life should be and how justice should be done for all humankind.
Yeah, well, speaking of justice, then you grew up during the Pinochet reign.
Yes, yes. I
Dictatorship.
was in college at that time,
Yeah.
and it was very scary. My father was very involved in politics at that time, kind of in the Democratic side. So it was tough. It was scary. It was something new, and my country suffered tremendously because of that, and it's been very, very painful, very painful. But hopefully justice has been done, and we can see a new Chile. I can see a new Chile visiting so often for almost 30 years. It's more open.
You have a democratic
People are healing.
government now there?
It's a democratic government right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
People can go out and actually vote, huh?
Yes.
Speaking of voting, we need to get people to vote for your CDs and find out how they can get a copy of your CDs. So you have a number of ways of doing that through your website, Facebook, YouTube, that sort of thing.
Yes, my website, www.paulamonsalve.com.
And that is spelled just like
M-O-N, Paula, Paula, Monsalve as Victor E. .com.
PaulaMonsalve.com.
Yes.
And from there, then they can go to Facebook,
And
YouTube,
YouTube, and they can purchase my music on
Yeah.
any
Amazon,
yes,
iTunes, CD
iTunes.
Baby.
Yes. It's all, they are all over.
So you have 8 albums available?
I have 8 albums, but I believe there's one that is not there right now. So
Okay.
7. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one in the lyrics in English is not there right now. Yeah, but it will.
Yeah, and your new one will be released when?
My new one, it will be released next spring. I'm hoping next spring.
And you're recording it in Chile?
In Chile, yeah, with my dear Chilean musicians, and it's so much fun. It's a very interesting album. 6 songs in Spanish and 6 songs in English. It's like singing to my own life from even when I was not even born, because I'm paying attention to my grandfather from Spain, who really put a lot of cells in me. So there is a couple of flamenco type of songs, and then of course the folk and the romantic Latin, and then the part of me living, because if you think, Jim, I've been living here more than in Chile.
Yeah.
So
because you
then
lived a couple
comes-
years in Spain.
yes, then it comes
Yeah.
the part of my life in the United States, and I'm trying to show what I have absorbed. So there is jazz songs, kind of bluish also, country, because I love that type of music. I grew up listening to jazz music also.
You're still performing then?
Yes, I'm performing, but the last 2 years I've been more producing things, producing singles, producing videos, and now producing albums. But yeah, I'm a performing artist.
Now you do have some YouTube bits on YouTube?
Yeah, tons of music in YouTube.
Oh, you have a number of
Yes.
videos in YouTube?
Yes, and YouTube.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
songs.
I've seen some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Have you performed with any Indiana, besides the Richmond Orchestra?
WITT Zionsville, Indy.
Sorry about that. That was Mikey there.
Yeah, I done 2 concerts with the Richmond Symphony, one with the Marion Philharmonic and one with the Anderson Symphony Orchestra.
Okay.
And then I went to Israel. My friend Thomas Elephant, who directed my first concert in Richmond, he invited me to go to Israel after 8 years of our first concert, and that was really amazing. I did 2 concerts with the Symphony Orchestra in Pandoret Symphony Orchestra in Israel.
I can't imagine the Israeli orchestras having that many Chilean singers.
It
over
was
the years.
really an experience, Jim, because actually there was a lot of Russian musicians in the orchestra
Okay.
who hardly understood English and Hebrew, okay? So then I was trying to explain to the musicians in English,
Yeah.
the lyrics, where the song was going.
Yeah.
Because they needed to know. And I always, when I sing with the symphony orchestra, I sing, just feel the music. So I tell them every single song what it's about. I said, for me, you don't have to be very, very, very perfect. put this music in your heart and play it from your heart. And that's what I did in Israel.
And did they do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh, they loved it. And then we did 2 concerts, one at the jazz club in Tel Aviv. I took my guitar player with me.
Wow.
And it was just guitar and voice. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. I didn't bring that CD for you. It's recorded alive, but I promise I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So they will listen. It's recorded alive.
In the jazz club in Israel.
Jazz club and Tel Aviv in
How about
Israel. Yeah. And then we did another concert at the University of Tel Aviv. But the jazz club concert, believe me, is an amazing, amazing concert.
So when you were singing at the jazz club, were you singing more jazz-oriented songs?
No, I was singing Latin American music.
Your regular repertoire.
Yes, because Latin American music is very
Yeah.
It's very melodic, Jim.
Yeah.
It's very melodic, sentimental, romantic. So for jazz people, it fits perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's very lovely.
Well, now we've got a track queued up here. Tell us about your album, Speak to Me.
Yes.
Now, is this all in English?
Yeah, that is 10 in English and 2 in Spanish. What I did, we decided to record boleros. Boleros are like blues for you, boleros for Latins.
Okay.
And we did an album in Spanish with 2 in English, 2 versions in English, and then 1 in English with 2 versions in Spanish. And we're going to listen now the English version, who this incredible songwriter from LA, a dear, dear friend, Brian Braff,
From
wrote
where?
the lyrics
Where's
from
it?
Los Angeles.
Oh, from LA.
Yeah,
okay.
he wrote the lyrics for the My Boleros in English. And this one that we're going to listen is Speak to Me. It's beautiful.
Thought of how you love me. Does your mouth recall the memory of my lips, please? Say it's true. Speak to me. Do you miss me when you've been away for more than just a moment? Am I present in your every thought and judgment? Say it's true, speak to me. Do you love me? Does your heart begin to cry when I'm unhappy? Are there moments when my laughter sets some joy free? Tell me, dear, speak to me. I have loved you, and you know that every breath I take includes you. Can't you tell me that your love for me is that true? Say it's true, speak to me. Do you love me? Does your heart begin to cry when I'm unhappy? Are there moments when my laughter sets some joy free? Tell me, dear, speak to me. I have loved you, and you know that every breath I take includes you. Can't you tell me that your love for me is that true? Say it's true, speak to me.
The song is called Speak to Me, and the lady who sang it is speaking to you here in the Wapahani studios here at WITT. Jim Walsh here in the Wapahani, and we have the beautiful voice of Paula Monsalve, born in Chile and lived in Fairmount, Indiana for about 30 years now.
Almost
and we are gifted to have you here in our state.
Jim.
And have such a talent, not only for your beautiful voice, but your lyrics and your soul, your feeling that you put into each of your songs.
Thank you. Yeah, that's music is magical. Music is my life. Music is the place where it's just music. It's music. When you sing, when I sing, I totally disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I totally disappear. I don't have a body when I'm singing. I just close my eyes and it's just voice, and it's the soul right there.
You've written quite a bit in the last few years.
Yes. Yes.
For many years, you were singing other
people's songs.
other songs from other folks.
Yeah.
And but yet you put your own feeling, your own interpretation into those songs.
Yes, and it was very hard to find song that will fit me. Because, you don't sing any song.
Yeah.
I don't sing any song. And then when people say, oh, Paula, do you know that song? No, whatever, I said,
Yeah.
Okay, no, you just don't sing any song. You choose what you need to sing because it's got to be the perfect dress for you.
Can you sing something a cappella live?
Oh, my gosh.
We always...
It's hard. I always have my guitar. I should have brought my guitar, but it's... Okay, let's sing something romantic. En la vida hay amores que nunca pueden olvidarse, imborrables momentos que siempre guarda el corazón, porque aquello que un día nos hizo temblar de alegría es mentira que hoy pueda olvidarse con un nuevo amor.
What do we hear there?
It says, this girl is called Unforgettable, and it says, it is a lie that you can really forget the love that you were feeling for someone with a new love. In this life, there are really loves that you will never, ever forget.
Wait a minute, let me go over that again now. You're saying you can feel the love
Yeah.
of someone you used to love
Yes.
in the new person?
No, it's that is a lie to say that you can replace a love with a new love.
Yeah.
Because really in this life, we do have some kind of love, a lover that you never, ever will forget.
Oh, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah, you've been there.
Yes, so many times.
Oh, so many times.
No, but there are some that are unreplaceable, isn't it? Yes.
Do you think women love differently than men?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yes, we do.
Is it easier, do you think, for a woman to fall in love than a man to fall in love with a woman?
No, I don't think there is a difference right there. I think
There is a difference. You're saying there is?
No, there isn't.
There isn't.
No, I don't think so. I think you fall in love in the same way. But the way we express our love, the way we care, the way we live our love is different. We women, we give more, we are more attentive, we integrate love to our veins.
And a lot of that then comes out in your music, comes out in your songs.
Oh, yes.
Or the songs you choose.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always tell my friends, like I do have a lot of single friends at my age, divorced or they've been single or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, invent a love.
Invent a love.
Yes, invent. Try to be pretty every day. Have a beautiful face when you go out in the streets. Who wants to see you like this? Be pretty. Have a great life.
Okay.
And invent that you have a love, that there is a love somewhere in this planet, in this life. Create a love when you are falling asleep, okay, every night. And you don't have You don't have a lover, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a husband. Just create in your mind someone that it will be touching your head at that very minute. Have a conversation with this person.
So you're talking about someone that this person would have known?
No, just
Invent.
inventing,
Mr. and Mrs. X,
and feed yourself with your own creativity. Feed your own love life with your own creativity. Invent, create this. And for guys, the same. Create this woman, create this sweet lady who is saying to you, oh, Jim, good night, love.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you going to do tomorrow? You know, I was thinking of you. Whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Just create a conversation.
Do you
and
do
that's
that?
where my song, I write creating this. I'm in love now, okay?
Yeah.
Which is great.
Good.
Yeah. But that's the way I write.
Interesting.
I create this relation.
Invent a love, yeah.
Yeah, invent your own love.
Don't think I've ever heard that term.
Yes.
It's the first time it's
invent
been probably brought on this radio
yeah,
station.
Invent, Jim, and you will see the difference.
Yeah.
Invent, feel, because it's there. You know, we love. We are loving creatures.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of times people forget that, I think.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have one other cut from Speak to Me, and you wanted to play something without you. What have I gotten read down here?
A season without
a season.
you.
I'm sorry, I can't read my own
Yes.
writing.
Yes.
A season without
A
you.
season without you. Yeah.
Now, did you write this?
No.
No.
That's an old song, and Brian Braff wrote the lyrics.
Okay.
A season without you.
And this is all
It's
in English.
Beautiful in English.
And this is from the album Speak to Me,
Speak to Me, yes.
which is also available through your website.
That's gonna be available. It's not available now.
Oh, this one's not.
Yeah, this is the one. The one in English is not. All the others are.
Okay.
But this will be.
So, folks, if you're
I
listening and you
promise.
love this music, well, you're just going to have to wait till it's available again.
Pray could never wash the pain of that time. Snow will never tilt the glow when you are mine. I felt hollow and bereft the day I found you left in April. On a spring day so sublime, you said you needed time from me. Sun can't warm me like the one that I love. Heat can only feel complete in your love. This is now and that was then. Please never leave again in springtime. And I never will go through a season without you again. This is now and that was then. Please never leave again in springtime. And I never will go through a season without you again. Rain could never wash the pain of that time. Snow will never chill the glow when you are mine. I felt hollow and bereft the day I found you left in
Oh, that's lovely. That's Speak to Me, the album, and we heard A Season Without You. It's a lovely, lovely song.
Yes, Brian Braff, an amazing songwriter. Yes.
Brian
Braff.
Braff.
Yes.
How you spell
He
that?
lives in Braff.
Okay, and
he lives in Los Angeles.
He's in L.A.
In L.A. Yes.
Okay. What when you write your music, how do you come up with song ideas?
They just come to me, Jim. This come to me. You know, it's very suddenly it happens.
Really?
Yes, I don't think about it.
Do you write them down or do you record
I
them?
write it
onto
down
a
immediately.
Cassette recorder
immediately.
or something?
Yeah. Now the music doesn't come to me, so I always work with musicians.
Okay.
I just write the lyrics.
You get the lyrics.
Yeah, but then I get the idea of the music.
Yeah.
Okay, that I say, okay, this song should be very folk oriented. This song should be more like a bolero, or more like a ballad. Or this should be like a radio station song, kind of, with the
Top
with the
40,
catch.
yeah.
Top 40, whatever. Yeah.
Go 14. Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
So, and you draw upon your life experiences too, obviously. for
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to listen to life. There is no other reason.
You live in the country.
Yeah, I live in the
Fairmount.
country,
What are
yes.
you talking acreage here?
In Fairmount.
A number of acres? What?
Well, yeah, it's a big family farm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's a farm.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
So
Very pretty. I love it. It was a shock when I moved here because I am a city girl. I love the city. But little by little, the tranquility, the silence, the birds, the squirrels, the deers crossing by,
Oh,
even
plus-
the mice, visiting sometimes.
Plus the James Dean
The
Museum.
James Dean Museums days, and the people there, they are just incredible people.
I
Yeah.
was program director at WBAT in Marion for a while, way back in the
Oh.
70s, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
AM 1400.
Yes.
So I'm kind of aware of that area up there, La Fontaine. I call it La Fontaine. They
La
call it
Font-
La Fountain.
La
up there.
Fountain,
Yeah,
yeah. They do have their own way of speaking the language, very unique, but they are
Yeah.
great people. I
Yeah.
love them.
Well,
yeah.
it's a beautiful state we live in, and
Yes.
we must cherish it and take care of it. Now, we have one more song here before we have to kind of move along to a non-interview with you. No, it's so lovely having you come in.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
This is a song, this is one of your boleros. Tell us about this.
The boleros. Boleros are like blues, Now
Okay.
we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen the Spanish interpretation. Very, very romantic music. Boleros are for melted in love. I mean, very, very melancholic and soothing. Very romantic.
Now, are these typical to Chile? the
Yeah, we
boleros?
do sing a lot of boleros. All Latin American. Boleros all over Central and Latin America.
So
Yes.
boleros is a definite song structure?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like blues, Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
I think our
But-
listeners are probably familiar with Ravel's bolero. Is there any connection?
No.
there?
The
The bolero is a dance, isn't
That's the Ravel interpretation, but boleros are very soothing, dancing. You dance cheek to cheek, very intimate,
Ah,
very lovely. That's a bolero. Yeah.
well, let's listen. Let's get cheek to cheek here.
Yes.
If you're listening and you're with a friend, just get cheek to cheek while we hear Paula sing. What's the name of the song? Escándalo.
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 Yes.
Porque tu amor es mi espina, por las cuatro esquinas hablan de los dos. Es un escándalo, dicen, y hasta me maldicen por darte mi amor. No hagas caso de la gente, sigue la corriente y quiéreme más. pudiera algún día remontarme a las estrellas, conmigo te llevaría a donde nadie nos viera. No hagas caso de la gente, sigue la corriente y quiéreme más. Que si esto es escandaloso, es más vergonzoso no saber amar. No hagas caso de la gente, sigue la corriente y quiéreme más. Que si esto es escandaloso, es más vergonzoso no saber amar.
Did you know by any chance a guy?
Remontarme a las estrellas, conmigo te llevaría a donde nadie nos viera. No hagas caso de la gente, sigue la corriente y quiéreme más. Que si esto es escandaloso, es más vergonzoso no saber amar. Que si esto es escandaloso, es más vergonzoso no saber amar.
Well, that might have been the first time I had someone singing along with their own recording. That was beautiful. You were right there with
And
it.
I didn't know that you were doing
I know, I
that,
tricked you.
Jim. Because I said, did you know?
Oh, I'm a tricky little DJ here, let me tell you. Yeah.
Yes, you're wonderful.
That was beautiful. Boleros. Now, that album is available.
Yes,
And it's
yes.
called Solo Boleros.
Solo Boleros, yes. And it has 2 songs in English
Okay.
in the album.
When
and
was
you
that?
can get it.
When and where did you record that?
I recorded that one maybe, I think in the 90s.
Okay.
90s or
In Chile?
close to 2000. No, in Los Angeles.
Oh, in Los Angeles.
In
okay.
Los Angeles, yes. Yeah.
Well, that was beautiful. We got to get out of here, actually. Unfortunately, so happy that you came in, and we wish you will come back and visit us again.
Yeah, thank you,
Maybe when that
Jim.
new album comes out.
Absolutely. I will bring you new songs and my new album. Absolutely. And thank you so much for the invitation, Jim. And I hope all the audience will enjoy this music.
Well, I'm sure they will, because I've enjoyed it in here, and I kind of know our audience, and I know they'll love it. We're going to go out with a song. Again, let me give you the website for Paula. It's Paula Monsalve, MONSALVE.com, and that'll get you to her Facebook and to the YouTube performances she has on YouTube, over a dozen or so. And then also you'll be able to contact through Amazon or CD Baby or iTunes how to procure some of her recordings, which I very much recommend. We're going to go out with what song here now? We're going to go out with
This is a
something-
Huaynito. It's a traditional Peruvian, north of Chile, part of Bolivia song. It's a dance. And it's in the Quechua language, which is the Incas language. So here we're going to a carnival, let's say in the north part of Chile or Machu Picchu, you know, or Titicaca Lake, somewhere in those places.
Oh, I hope we can get some kettle corn there. Thank you so much, Paula, for
Thank you,
joining us.
Jim.
Paula Monsalve, live here at WITT's Wapahani Studios.
Ábreme la puerta, vidita, tengo mucho frío. Cariño, busco abrigo en tu cariñito. Cariño, busco abrigo en tu cariñito. Pishkoshka, pajaroshka, pata pata manka, chuyushkashka, zapayushka. Pishkoshka, Pishkoshka, pajaroshka, patapatamanka, chuyushkashka, zapayushka. Kichayayayaway vidita, maracho ayucani. Ábreme la puerta, vidita, tengo mucho frío. Guay, guay, que es monashkas, tolqueta y kitani. Gay, yo busco abrigo en tu cariñito. Pishkoshka, pajaroshka, patapatamanka, chuyushkashka, zapayushka. Pishkoshka, pajaroshka, patapatamanka, chuyushkashka,